Morning. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool, together as a collective, and without you, this doesn't work. I'm just a telephone exchange. So, 1st of August 2020, 1st of August, 1st of September. Let's get it right. There we are. Finally. Who could believe it's September already? Another year down. 1st of September 2022. So today's card is the Magician. And it is, I can't believe that I didn't connect the dots again. The song is Nice to Meet Ya. I've never heard it. I'm going to have to find it. But the Magician is sometimes someone or something new entering your life. So it's a new friend, a new love interest, somebody you haven't met maybe. Hey, nice to meet you. So let's see. Sorry, Spirit, I know I'm a bit dense, aren't I? What a wally, as if I didn't know that one. So, the Magician. It's about positivity. It's about thinking positive, speaking positive, because your words and thoughts are spells. It's the Alchemist. It's the medical matters. It's anybody that works with blades, cups, wood or discs. Anything from a hairdresser to a surgeon, a cashier to a computer specialist. Cashiers use discs as in coins. Computer specialists use discs they used to use discs in the computers. So it can be someone who wears many hats, is many things to many people. They may even like hats. There it is, just missing the sweet spot. So what I'm worried about, and Spirit's worried about, is people getting depressed. You cannot lose hope. You cannot think that this moment in time where you are depressed is all that's ever going to be. One thing that is certain is change always happens. So all you have to do is give it time. Depression is a massive enemy at the minute. So, we've got that Mercury retrograde card again. So, I know it's coming up. I think it's around the 13th, but I'm not sure. I will check it out. So, for 2 weeks, you finally make a decision. You finally come off that rock that you've been, there's a saying, I can't remember what it is, but it's like defending something. If you've been banging your head against a brick wall for long enough, it's time to stop kidding yourself, defending others, or being in denial. severing ties, but that is again the lonely, divorced or widowed female, the damaged female, possibly a nurse. It can be a doctor, priest or lawyer. It's usually Aquarius of any gender. Aquarius cusper even, so a late Capricorn or an early Pisces. But it doesn't have to be any of those. It can be just a dark-haired lady. But this is one who seeks revenge, is not intent on waiting for karma, trying to make revenge themselves. And that, I think, is where the depression comes in, because it's never healthy to have that toxic eating away inside you. So patience is needed, Sagittarius energy, balance. You need to find balance in your life. You've learnt some hard lessons and you're coming out the other side stronger than ever before. Some of you, it will be overcoming addictions, alcohol, drugs, to a way of living even. And that's what's causing the depression, because this addiction can also mean that this is the alchemist, like I said, the drug dealer, the drug companies, the medical profession. But it is above all someone wearing a false mask, someone pretending to be happy or well when they're not. As above, so below. What you give out is what you get back. So the 14 is positive energy. You are strong enough to overcome these enemies. Mercury again. Communications. Rapid communications. Severing ties perhaps. And there it is again. Nice to meet you. This is the gypsy card for the tall, handsome stranger coming into your life. Possibly a fire sign. And victory and success. Nice to meet you. So we've got someone new walking into our lives. And in the process, it gets us over an addiction and it gets us out of a situation where we overcome our enemies. And it's something that's been bugging us for a very long time because we've been banging our heads against it. There could be literal head injuries. So if you're looking for a message from Spirit, it's those born on the 14th, or a Sagittarius, or a Gemini, or there is a connection to harsh words before the passing, banging their head against a brick wall and feeling robbed. The only clue at the minute is the 14. Hips and thigh issues. Could be any or all of those. And drugs could be involved. Yeah. So we've got the 18 now. A negative energy. Someone was very foolish, not very wise, confused. Perhaps if it's somebody that passed because of the drugs, or because of this behaviour of this, with this communication, torn between two properties, ping-ponging. Sometimes I get it when you're looking after elderly parents or grandchildren or sofa surfing, stuff like that. So confusion, a lot of confusion. Yeah, but the nightmare is over. 2 nines, almost at the end of it. 3 nines, very near. Standing on your own 2 feet, being able to look after yourself instead of depending on others. It's been a slow journey, 9 years. And the 19, obstacles removed, things become very, very clear. The mischief maker though with the raccoon, the number 19. Travel, holidays, children, and a reunion. Or so it seems. But it's right on today's card. And there's depression and somebody wearing a false mask. So if you get together with friends and somebody seems very happy and normal, dig a little deeper, because I think they're pretending to be well or happy when they're not. Action is required. There could be passionate encounters. One day, all up in your head about this new person or this fire sign child, overthinking things, making a mental prison for yourself, and a bond is broken, but it's success. So why would it be a success if the bond is broken? If you're happy, it's not. And there we have it, Spirit, well done, full cycle. So they've given us today's card. So the 1st or 28th is massively important in a positive way because you're manifesting your own reality. Your words and thoughts are spells. You've had to survive up to now. That doesn't need to happen anymore. You've learnt the lessons. Everything's become very, very clear. Something or someone new may be entering your life. Like I said, worked with cups, blades, discs or wood. It is communications and siblings, hands, arms, shoulder issues, medical issues healed. But it causes a rift somewhere. Miracles can happen. So like I said, the negativity is we had 3 cups there. We now have 2 cups fallen. There's only 1 cup left. It's about loving yourself, not in an egotistical way, but filling your own cup. Being independent, standing on your own 2 feet. Learning from the lessons and not repeating them. Something possibly that you revisit during Mercury retrograde. Reassess. Yeah, there's fear there. There's fear of the unknown. And so you're putting things off until tomorrow, which Spirit don't want you to do because you need to take action today. Yeah, someone's lost everything. A businessman, perhaps, a man in uniform, darker complexion, or a Capricorn of any gender. Capricorn cusper. So late Sagittarius and early Aquarius. 22 is negative energy. Wherever you see that number, it's negative energy. Dark night of the soul. So you have to face your shadow side and stop repeating the mistakes of the past. You're going down the same road. Stop doing it and find a new path. Accept what is. 4 months. Accept any offers of socialising. Put the effort in. 8 years. Perhaps work and career is not going so good, or you're burning the candle at both ends. You've got to come off that fence. 2 years being sat on the fence, probably because of the lockdown, not being able to make a decision, or not willing to make a decision, and not willing to ask for help either. Yeah, it's time to move on. From stormy waters to calmer ones. Don't take the baggage of the past with you. 6 weeks. Travel is important. You're going through a transition from one phase of your life to another, and it will be scary, but love has left the building, and there'll be no apology. We have the wounded healer again with the wound in the leg, so it's an old scar on the leg, I don't care what it is. Could be something you got from skateboarding when you was a kid. It doesn't matter. It's it could even be someone with a limp or an amputee. Could be somebody in a uniform with darker complexion. There's no apologies. Or if it's a message from Spirit and you're waiting for a message from Spirit, it means that you don't need to apologise for this argument, maybe, that these harsh words that were spoken before the passing. All Spirit know is the love that you have. And there it is again, Mercury. So Mercury retrograde is massively important. It's about the mind and mind games and keeping positive and staying positive. We've got it numerous times. Mercury, Mercury. Where's my 2 swords? That's Mercury, the messenger. Mercury retrograde is where we started. So it's going to be a massively important Mercury retrograde for some reason. But it usually is because you're revisiting things. The mind. It's all about your mind and being trapped in your mind. Thinking there's no way out when there is. Number 3. Is the Magician. So well done, Spirit. So again, if you want to tell people the truth, you need to make them laugh, otherwise they will kill you. So you obviously think that there's something you've got to say, but people aren't going to take it well. And it's probably about this severing of ties. But make no apologies for how you feel. The name Oscar, Kim and Wilde could be important. Mercury is a planet of intelligence and talking. It's the closest planet to the Sun and makes it the fastest planet to move through the zodiac. It suggests that you must put effort behind your talk, and you're not doing that. You're all mouth and no trousers. It's the Greek god Hermes, so expect parcels because they're a parcel carrier in the UK. Messages with wings on their heels and on their hat. So it could be a logo where you see wings, and they're speaking about hats again. Connected to everything associated with the mind, quick wit, brevity, mental flights, trickery, inspiration, and also movement, as in moving ahead and transits. And there we have the transition. So Mercury gives poetry to the imagination, since the god Mercury and Hermes are related to the Egyptian god Thoth, god of writing, patrons and scribes, those who work on divine mediators and interpreters. So pretty much anyone that deciphers the codes that Spirit gives us. The god Mercury and his counterparts also have very much to do with magic and medicine. What did I say? When it comes to the body, Mercury rules the eyes, the brain, the nerves, as well as the fingers and toes. In ancient Greece, Hermes was the god of roads and transportation, as was the son of Apollo. There we are, Apollo. So, again, name Neil, Armstrong, Buzz Aldridge, number 11. It makes sense, Mercury being the closest planet to the Sun. Mercury is also the comedian and can be a bit of a trickster. What did I say about the trickster? Number 19. Just when everything seems to be flowing one way, Mercury changes direction and is spontaneous and insanely flexible. Mercury is the wisdom and the stupidity found in intelligence. So the fool, the fear. So intelligent people thinking they're wise and they're not. When it's not connected to the heart or the feelings, Mercury maximizes the imagination, but can also symbolize the liar, which is the magician in the reverse, if we can find him. There he is, the liar, the deceiver. When it comes to double talk and mixed meaning, it's the planet of gaslighting, causing purposeful confusion in the minds of others to gain something not really deserved. So deliberate confusion. However, Mercury shows how mentally sharp and flexible we are, our mental range, and how eloquent we are, which is the overcoming of this enemy with our own mental faculties. Mercury tends to be chatty and superficial and into playing games, especially mind games and other types of puzzles. So psychological warfare. Mercury governs friendly relationships and also Freudian slips, where you say something that doesn't come out as it's intended but actually reveals the truth. When the Mercury card presents itself in a reading, it's time to use all of your faculties to get your point across. Words and how you use them are very significant. It might mark a period where you either have to talk your way out of something or your way into something, especially meeting a new person. Whatever the reason or occurrence, how you communicate through writing or speaking is of utmost importance. Composition, writing or editing may figure in. It is not a time to stay static or sit still. Beware of gossip and other scandal. The important thing to remember is that what you say in this situation can and will be used against you. So choose your words wisely. The planet Mercury also rules over technology. So if your questions about career or job, you can be certain mastering some newer form of technology is about to come into play. So like the computers that I spoke about. Since Mercury is a planet of speed, you can expect to see fast developments. Regarding romance or relationships, it can mean that friendship is the best option for now. The time has not yet ripened to enter a relationship with this person. You may attract partners or perhaps friends who are non-emotional, highly rational and objective. These lovers or friends may be offended by flip remarks or jokes over serious matters, so be careful. You may become involved with someone who double talks, is witty but does not emotionally connect. This is also the card of brothers and sisters as well as twins. Now marks a period which involves observation, reasoning, taking things apart, being detached, seeing things from the outside and putting them back together as they were or in your own order. It is time of flighty emotions and matters will develop quickly. Mercury also signifies travels, maps and staying in motion, so you may be going on a trip. It will be a more noteworthy vacation than the usual trips you take. The matter in question is best served by using intellect, weighing the matters up, being reasonable and also being spontaneous in your response. Codes and forms of magic may also figure in. Mercury brings on keen awareness, so use your mind and what you know to the fullest in this matter. Also, if you were looking for a message from Spirit, this may be someone who was confused in mind, either by drugs or dementia or some other mind issue, especially if it was head injury. A joker, a prankster. Speaking, travel, speed, coordination, adeptness, arguments, glibness and technology. So someone passed maybe after an argument, but they were confused. 33, the master number, the Sade, I call it, but it's not. I will get the pronunciation in a minute. So it's ancient knowledge and help from the other side. The Spirit are going to help you with something. They're finding someone, especially if you're a widow or divorcee, they're fetching you someone new to walk into your life by the look of it. So I know a lot of people, when they lose a partner, feel like they're being unfaithful if they find a new partner. It can be just a friend for now, but you have their blessing. There's no need to apologise. The She are considered to be the original fairy race and were seen as ancient Celtic gods, also known as the Thuade Dunon, or meaning tribes of the god. They were said to have come from the clouds, but this is shrouded in mystery. This race was known for the supernatural powers and incredible skills. When the She decided to leave the physical plane, they journeyed underground and became known as the She, now known as the gods of the earth. She literally means mound, and so the She are associated with the mounds and barrows and cairns. So Scotland could be important. The She are also called the hill folk, wee folk, good folk or fairy folk, which was later shortened to fairies. Hence, the She are the original fairy race. Knowing what we know about the She, when we draw this card it is special indeed. Messages from a race of people that are gifted in magic and other skills. Speak to us of help from powerful sources. Know that they don't offer their help to just anyone. You must ask with respect and genuine need to do good with the help you give. Many of their race have given up on the wants and needs of humans, and I don't blame them. But there are some that wish to help us. There are some that know the fate of the human race and wish to help us change the course we have set for ourselves. So it's time to come off the fence and take sides. What is your passion? Do you have a project or work that you wish to accomplish to help the cause of humanity? Are you working at raising the consciousness of the human race, making things clearer for them, less confused? Do you work with saving the precious forests and environmental issues? Ask for their help. Being interdimensional beings, they see our issues from a higher perspective and can see the necessary steps we need to take to achieve our desired goals. So they're giving me the example of chopping all the trees down in Scotland to put up wind farms, where although it seems a good idea, the wind turbines rust and need replacing every so often, whereas the trees are regenerating our oxygen all the time. So it seems like an idiot move, doesn't it? They may also suggest a different role or path to take, which they know will serve a better purpose. All they ask in return is that you are sincere, honest, and follow through with what you ask for. This could be a turning point on your path for the better, regardless of how it may look at this time. So accept it. Spirit will never give you something how you expect they will. So if they bring the possibility of a wish or dream coming true, they also expect your effort. So fear of the unknown, you're just going to have to trust them and go with it. And if you don't, you miss an opportunity. Simple as that. So yeah, we're here to teach and inspire others to let nature be the greatest teacher of how to let go and be humble, humility. Flowers are unaware of each other's beauty. They bloom regardless. So you may not realise how special you really are. Just keep shining your light so that your tribe can find you. Eighth house, Scorpio, transformations. It is karma. So is it karmic debts or karmic rewards, Spirit, please? I'm afraid it's karmic debts. You have to pay the price for something. So, South Node in Scorpio. The soul has been through traumas and dramas, yes. The emotional pain must be left behind. Do not seek revenge because it will come back on you. While the ability to survive can be carried forwards. And that was what I was saying about fight, flight, freeze mode. The ability to survive needs to stay, but the hurt and pain must be left behind. Move on. Accept what is. And the South Node in the 8th house. The soul has an unshakable certainty that it will survive no matter what. Evolution for the soul in the future needs to be a steady process and not born of trauma as it was in the past. So, in other words, don't make decisions that will affect the rest of your life on a knee-jerk reaction and fear that's been instilled in your mind by others. Have faith in the universe, have faith in yourself. Feel the fear and accept the path that Spirit has given you, and then you won't fail. Thanks for listening. Beautiful read. Oh, wait a minute. We've got to do a goddess card, haven't we? Who's it going to be? Bridget. And most of you know by now, Bridget is for the first of the month. It's 1st of February though, so they've done well, they've tried. It was the day that I made my Facebook page, the second one. It's the first one I had a stalker, so I had to close it down. So I said Bridget's day is very special to me. So well done, Spirit. But it is for the first, which is the Magician. So they're doing really well and trying really hard. Thank you, Spirit. So Bridget, where are you? There she is. Bridget is the triple aspect goddess. Her sacred flame was kept burning in Ireland. Her outreach wings brush the earth with love. So the leprechauns and the little people is Ireland. So we've talked about the fairies, haven't we? And Scotland. They talked about the tors and the mounds, etc. Her outstretched wings brush the earth with love. The arts and crafts created a good harvest, healthy babies, healing of emotions and physical wounds, bringing clear sight. Finding the goddess Bridget in your card spread asks you to nurture your creative talents, whether it be a vegetable plot or in your womb. In the arts and crafts, or indeed in any situation you find yourself, you can invite Bridget with her creativity to help you make a new from old. So it's time to be thrifty and not just chuck things out. Start recycling. She encourages you to see what can be done in a situation, what the potential is that perhaps you were not aware of before. Go to sleep thinking of her, and perhaps she will visit you. So it's a very good interpretation of Bridget, but there she is. She will visit you in your dreams, bringing you inspiring new ideas, or a loved one may visit you in your dreams. They need to look healthy and happy, and if there are any messages, you must listen to what they say very carefully. It's not what they say per se, because it could be a hidden message. Traditionally, she also brings relief from long-standing health concerns. Well done, Bridget, thank you. Particularly those to do with eyes and visions. And also that means taking the mask from your eyes so you can see things clearly, no longer be duped by anyone or anything. So well done, Spirit, you did a good job there. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye.